Today, being retarded means leading a full life. Retarded people go to work or school, just like their neighbors, and come back to a real home. A supervised home, right in the neighborhood, where they belong. Being retarded never stopped anyone from being a good neighbor.
The Irish were slaves.
What the fuck's going on? Irish were slaves episode 13.
Howdy.
Got Anton here on this episode.
The fuck's up?
What's going on? Just watched When Evil Lurks.
Great movie.
A lot of death.
I've seen it. I saw it. I did see it a year after it came out. I don't know why. I just lagged on it.
Huh.
But then when I watched it, I was like, oh no, I need to show everyone this.
Yeah. It's one of those you definitely gotta goddamn put people on to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
It's a good conversation starter. It's one of those.
Hell yeah. What did you think about it on your second viewing?
My first viewing fucking sucked because of the location. But yeah, it was a great fucking viewing. It felt like the first time because I just, like, wasn't into it.
What about the first location? Was it shit? Was there, like, fighting going on or something when we were watching it?
No, we were just on a bed, and there was just no way I could get comfortable. I just kept rolling. I was just like...
I remember that. He just kept on, like, army rolling on Nick's bed.
We just kept army rolling on that shit. I'm like, I'm not... nope, not comfortable. This ain't comfortable either.
Dog scene happens. You're just like...
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Dog scene. I'm gonna lay my head back down.
Yeah.
I didn't get much of the movie.
Sounds about right.
On that first viewing.
But then, this time around, you were like, oh, damn.
Oh, damn, I can actually enjoy this?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. My only gripe was when the dude just started listening to those possessed children. What you needing?
Oh, I just need to fucking bake it. Need to bake the joint, bruh.
Here you go.
Well, did I give you the shutter?
Yeah, you gave that to me.
I'm glad you used it. I thought you were just gonna take it and just put it up. Yeah,
Hell no, dude. I like this thing.
Yeah.
I like smoke bowls and shit, too, so this comes in handy.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
We're not talking about paraphernalia. We're
No,
just
we're
talking
not.
about shit.
Yeah.
We just riffing, bro. It's okay.
I'm just riffing.
Just riff a little bit. You got an ashtray in the packet?
Oh, yeah. Look at that, dude.
Ah, nice.
This is a smoker's household.
Yeah, we smoke a lot of Marlboros.
Yep.
in this house.
This is a white trash home.
Nigga.
We're shitty whites.
Oh,
We're
shit.
shitty whites.
How shitty of whites are your family, Bryce?
I say we're pretty normal whites.
Even?
We're about even.
Split right down the middle.
Split
Yeah,
right
I mean,
down
we've
the
got some
middle.
shitty whites in my family, but...
When y'all were over in Hammond Hills, y'all were more white trash than now, I will say. Y'all were drinking like hella Bud Lights and shit.
Oh, damn.
That was during my parents' midlife crisis.
Yeah.
That's
It's like no shade to them at all. Like, I'm just
Can I
being
tell you-
totally open.
They were just figuring shit out.
Can I tell you about my parents' midlife crisis?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Uh-oh.
Anton doesn't know about it.
Yeah.
He just seen what he's
So,
seen.
alright, this went from... So, all the way since the 90s, my parents have been friends with these people. I don't want to name
All
drop
neighbors
them.
and shit.
Yeah, all
we'll
neighbors
just say
and
they're
shit.
neighbors.
Yeah. So, they had this group called the Yayas.
Uh-huh.
My mom called
There was
them...
a date for it?
Yeah, they called them the Yayas. So
Okay.
this is all just like middle-aged women. Like some of them were older than middle-aged. Like some of them were like in their late 50s. They got to be like 60.
That's like
something
the
now.
definition of middle age now.
Yeah. Well, no, they're more past middle-aged.
Like
Like-
middle age, like 40, because the life expectancy is like 80 something.
Well,
Is that how we're breaking it down here?
that's how we'll break it down. Yeah, my parents were like in their early to mid 40s when this happened, and now
gotcha.
they're about to be 60 now.
Got it. So this came and went. It was a brief time.
Yeah.
This was, okay.
So
No, trust me. Midlife crises, when they're happen, thank God, from like my experience with it and shit, they're very brief.
yeah,
Like movies make it seem like it's a 3-year spell. It's not that bad.
this was about a 3-year spell.
Oh,
Jesus.
my bad. My bad.
So, from 2010 to 2013, I want to say.
Uh-huh.
Prime midlife crisis years though. That was
This shit was crazy.
Fun
dude.
era.
Right amount of like technology, like not too much. Like people.
So,
iPhone is out.
Yeah.
iPhone's out, bro. So, my
But like
parents...
back cameras haven't really happened yet either.
Yeah.
So, my parents were like... always listening to fucking rock and shit.
Okay, nothing
Like
wrong with that.
70s and 80s rock until this point in time. And they went back to it now. That's back their music again.
Word.
They were jamming like Florida Georgia Line and shit.
They
like
started
that.
jamming like Florida Georgia Line and Blake Shelton and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Alarms were ringing.
Alarms were ringing.
Were you uncomfortable as a child at this point? Were you like looking at them and be like, were you like, oh, sick,
no,
dude?
I was
or were
like,
you like, hey, this is
This
weird.
is wrong.
I was like, oh, this is lit most of the time, and then parts of it, I was like, this is uncomfortable.
When it's not summertime, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
tone it down.
I was like, this is uncomfortable. I'm riding my bike deck in my house.
Gotcha.
I'm playing PS3.
This is around the time when your mom got the Challenger too, though, right?
Yeah, this was in the middle of it. So
she was living.
Dude, they were balling.
Yeah.
So they
had union money, midlife crisis union money. You know how much
Oh,
fun you could
yeah.
have with
I was
that?
about to say, they were probably taking vacations, buying
Hell
clothes,
yeah,
fucking, yeah, bruh. Smoking.
As far as I know, they were just my parents were just drinking beer, but the other people, I know for a fact they were cheating on their husbands.
They were swingers.
Yeah.
They were swinging.
No,
Yeah.
not swiggers. Like, straight up just cheating. Like,
Straight
the
up just
husband was
cheating.
like...
Good old fashioned affair.
Drugs,
Yeah.
all kinds of shit was involved. with the
Southern
other people.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Southern
So-
dandy bullshit.
So, where do I start off with this? One of their kids went to Carolina.
The beginning.
Yeah, one of their
Right
kids
at
went
the
to
beginning.
Carolina right out of high school. So this
Son or
starts-
daughter?
Yeah, that was a daughter. So this starts with this. So they start to go up there to party with their daughter. Start drinking and partying with the college kids at Carolina games.
Oh my god.
Why?
Your fucking parents?
Yeah, they wanted to be the cool guys.
Parents were doing that, yeah.
Okay.
Not his parents.
okay.
My
We're
mom-
just talking about the...
My mom went up there a few times, but this is where it started. They were all just getting lit.
You think she
with the
got
college
taken down
kids.
up there at all? Diving right back into it. Your mom was up there a couple times.
Yeah. Never happened. Shut the fuck up. Never happened. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, she's faithful to my father.
Yeah, obviously, dude. What?
But yeah, the others were not faithful.
They were not. They were hags.
They were
I can't
hags.
even hit this bitch. I don't let that bitch go out, bro. Take this dude. Y'all got me weak as fuck in this bitch. God damn.
So they were whores.
Jesus Christ! I hope she never sees this episode.
No, she won't, dude. Just don't let her know about this.
Okay.
Where's the lighter? Yeah, the lighter.
Oh, it's
right
right
there.
there. No, cup holder.
All right. So they were up there having a good time,
Yeah.
partying over at Williams-Brice Stadium,
Yeah.
a place that you were named after.
Yeah, there was good
Really?
lady.
What?
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this lady's daughter that went
The
there.
more you know. Hold
There
on.
was-
Y'all just gonna drop Bryce lore on me that I've never known, and I've known this man for years, bro. And like, what? This is my bro. This is my first time hearing this.
Yeah, that's where his
Yeah.
name came from.
Yeah, that's insane.
You didn't know that?
No, we've never.
That's why it's spelled that way.
Damn. All right, just keep
Everybody be
going.
spelling my name BRYCE, and I'm like, nah,
I
see.
spelled it like that when I first put your contact in my phone.
Oh damn. I'm like, nah.
Yeah,
bruh.
this is Bryce Hall, not Bryce Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Briss, not Bryce.
This is Bross we're talking to right now, okay?
I'm BROCE, bro.
Bruce.
No, don't call me Bruce, bro. My girlfriend's mom still thinks my name's Bruce.
Well, that's
God.
stupid.
That's retarded, bro. I'm like, dude, stop. Even her uncle's like, what's up, bro?
Yeah, see?
And he's just like, I'm about to cook like 18 steaks. I got
Let's
them
get him
all-
on the fucking show.
He's goated.
Yeah, that sounds like a trick
G is goated. But yeah, that's the dude I'd be getting steaks from.
Yeah, shit. So, midlife crisis shit.
Yeah, so there was one part of this where this girl's mom that went to the school, her daughter who went to school, her friend had alcohol poisoning and just got sent out in an ambulance while they were partying.
Mm-hmm.
And had to get her stomach pumped to the hospital, and they were just like...
Baller.
They were just like, let's keep this party rolling.
Obviously, dude.
I'm about to say. Like, at that point, it does not stop.
Let's keep
But
this
then
party
again, we're
rolling.
talking like this at 20. This is the whole midlife crisis thing.
Let's keep this party rolling.
At 40, you should be like, oh, shit.
Dude, we're all like... Dude,
Oh, fuck. At that point, that's when you realize, what are we doing?
dude, we're all
It's like you rolling down... What interstate was that?
Imagine like a bunch of 47...
Cuts me off.
a bunch of women between 47 to 58 just like, yeah, fuck that. Let's keep rolling. Let's keep going,
Let's
bro.
fucking do... Were they doing like mollies and shit? Or was it like strictly drinking?
It was mostly drinking from what I hear.
No cocaine involvement.
Definitely cocaine
about to say, there's
involvement,
no
dude. What
way.
the fuck?
My parents weren't involved with that.
Well,
They're only involved with the drinking.
yeah.
But,
No, I could definitely tell if like your parents were coke addicts and they're not.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, my dad was just smoking cigarettes and drinking.
Yeah.
And he was so what's funny about this,
His midlife crisis wasn't as bad.
it was a little different because he went to the tanning bed a lot during this.
Oh, no.
He was dark as
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
for a
about to say,
period
no,
of
that
time,
nigga
dude.
is- Damn.
My dad went to the tanning bed
Like
a lot.
me and Bryce weren't really close at this point, but I would like see his parents from afar, and like his mom would just be orange.
Dude.
It's like, what's going on?
Spray tan?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. My dad, he's like 240 pounds now because he's older. But at the time, he had dropped a bunch. He weighed 190.
Mm-hmm.
What I weigh now.
Is that when he whooped that random dude's ass in your neighborhood?
Yeah, my dad was just like 47 years old and just whooped that 20-something-year-old's ass because
Yeah.
he hit him with a brick.
Yeah, he found out
tell
about that
story,
unk
dude.
string. He found out about that
Yeah,
fucking
unk
unk
string,
string. Hell yeah.
My-
damn
Dude,
gas
imagine you think you're gonna assault like you go to like this nice looking neighborhood and shit. You're like, okay, easy victims.
string. Easy lick.
And the first guy you walk up on is just a sheet metal worker
Within a leather fucking jacket in 90 degrees.
walking a
No,
pit
my
bull.
dad was shirtless in swimming trunks
Walking a pit bull.
with mad tattoos.
Yeah, just what the fuck.
He was
Your
just...
mind.
Really knew how to pick him.
Let me put this in
Yeah.
perspective for you. My dad's 58, and a couple months ago, I was like playing around with him, and he just grabbed my wrist, and I couldn't get out of it.
He was like, what the fuck are you doing?
I couldn't get out of it, dude. He's still strong as shit.
Yeah, don't doubt that dad string.
Your
one
fucking dad
bit.
used to whoop your ass.
Yeah, no bullshit, bro. He used to fucking be a problem, they say, back in the day. Old
Yeah.
Dwayne was really beating shit. He
God
was
damn.
using his jiu-jitsu and all that other
His
shit.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, he was fucking using his jiu-jitsu and shit just in the club.
He was in jujitsu.
Yeah, in the military. And
Damn.
you just go to clubs with my mom, and my mom said she hated going to clubs with Dwayne because he just always picked a fight with the biggest motherfucker in that bitch and would just...
Would he pick a fight or would someone just try to fuck your mom?
No, he was picking the fights.
Okay.
My mom stated that numerous times, majority of every single fight he got into.
I'm sure your dad would state it too. Or
No,
does
he
just
doesn't
not
talk about it. Yeah, he just don't talk about it. My mom was like, no, I hated going to the club with your father. Yeah.
So,
yeah.
there was this time in the 90s, not to get off topic, but...
We're just riffing.
We're just
Yeah, we're
ripping.
happy.
So my parents were at this bar in the 90s. My brother was just born. He was just at the house being babysitter or something.
Mm-hmm.
This sheet metal worker, that's best man at my dad's wedding,
Yeah.
was there.
He's a cool guy.
Could
I
wit-
like him.
could witness it for you. Like, he could tell you about what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So this dude would like hit on my mom, and then my mom was like, "Get the
Is he
fuck
like
out!"
your godfather too, or is he Cole's?
He's Cole's godfather.
Okay.
I wish he was mine. My godparents are pieces of shit.
They're part of the midlife crisis people.
They're part of the midlife crisis people.
Jesus.
My godfather technically they divorced like a few years after I was born.
Wicked.
So like he wasn't in the picture anyways for that part. She was just single at the time, just blowing random guys.
Wicked.
Your dentist.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
the-
not anymore. We don't go to them anymore because Chris's insurance, the new insurance that he got with his job, they don't cover them.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen a fucking dentist in like 3 years, bro.
Damn.
Damn.
This all this is just like my upkeep.
Just keep it going, bro. It don't look good. It don't look bad. You're good.
No, yeah, I got
Just
that.
watch out for
Hollywood-
cavities.
I got that Hollywood smile, dude.
You're beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
I would suck your balls.
I'm weak
Let me
as
quit
fuck.
playing, bro. Let me quit playing.
You've been drinking.
You've been drinking.
Let me quit playing, bro. Let me quit.
Oh shit.
Bro, it's just jokes.
We're riffing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, what the hell are we talking about? You never even finished your dad whooping that dude's ass.
Oh yeah, this dude just randomly in Hayman Hills just smacked my dad with a brick across the head, and my dad just like beat the shit out of him while Jack was on the leash, just like trying to viciously attack him because he got the docile out of Jack, the nicest dog ever, and was just like.
Oh, Jack is a fucking bloodhound, by the way.
Oh wow, yeah.
You've seen him.
You
before.
remember him? That big fucking
He does. He
was old when you saw him, but
no, he would have still done damage when I seen him. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
His fangs were like about 2 inches long.
Yeah, they got jaws on him.
He wasn't a big for a bloodhound, but he was still a powerful dog. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad whoops his ass, and the dude just starts like limping away, and just like falling over and limping away. And my dad was like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
He must have really whooped his ass.
Yeah, he thrashed his ass.
No, my dad drinking with cigarette. No, he was done.
Oh, he was drunk. He was going on a drunk dog walk. Dude.
Yeah,
dude, it was
fucking
like
Chris does that shit all the time. He'll either like trip too many mushrooms or just like drink too much, and he'll be like, "Yep, taking the dog on a walk."
Taking the dog out.
Tell Chris to take his Ruger Security 9 with him when he does that.
I'm sure
he
does.
He carries.
I was about to say, I'm sure
he tells me, he's like, "I'm not at the age where I need to fight anymore."
That's what my dad says, but my dad still.
With you. You pay $700 for that Glock game. You hanging up the gloves in that moment.
Yeah,
right
dude.
there.
What? I spent money for a reason.
Yeah,
Spent money for the reason, bro.
Yeah, you thought I bought this bitch
I'm not
for fashion.
This
boy.
is not fashion.
Yeah.
I was literally just gonna say this is not fashion.
You motherfuckers be so funny. Yeah, you thought I bought it for the fashion.
Well, this time my dad had no carry
dude?
pistols.
I'm carrying a 15 rounder,
Yeah.
and you think I'm joking?
Like, you're not talking about some. It's kind of big. And I'm talking about the 4.5. I don't care. I do not care.
I will put this in my Ricky bag.
Yeah, like, yeah.
You think I got diapers in this
And
bitch?
I'm gonna throw that bitch on my shoulder, and you're just gonna think I'm sassy.
Dude, in your Ricky bag, it's just gonna be diapers and 4.5.
Diapers, Nintendo, a couple of games, and fucking big ass 4.5. Yeah. Yeah.
So this time, my dad was just...
If anyone thinks you're gonna catch him slipping at like a Babies R Us or something,
Yeah, like,
he's got something
I
for
want
your
to,
ass.
like, I'm not even gonna tell you, like, don't do it. Like, I want your ass to come give me that free
You're just
pass.
gonna like start smiling.
Yeah, like, yeah, go ahead and find out. Yeah. Yeah.
At the time, my dad had like no carry pistols. It was just that 6-inch 357 Magnum.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So like you
Christ.
can't just carry that unless it's like outside the waistband with a leather holster and a pair of jeans. So like he was just walking with a dog. And then he comes back all bloodied up, and my brother was like, "Where the fuck is he?" And just started hauling ass through the neighborhood in a Golf GTI, just looking for this
That's
man.
that GTI he was talking to you about. the
Oh,
other day.
word. Okay, yeah.
This wasn't
yeah.
the GTI. This was the VR6 actually. But it was
still something.
It was something.
She was scooting.
She was scooting. He was ripping through that neighborhood looking for him. He couldn't find him.
He must have had some friends pick him up or something. Or just like dipped off into the woods or some shit. Because ain't no way.
He dipped off into the woods or some shit. Because my brother was like on a rampage. He was just like,
Dude, if you thought that like Chris did damage, Cole would have been just like another whole kid of whoop ass.
Cole's
Because that's just like younger Chris.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro. Okay, word.
Cole would have fucked him up like that. Like he would have just been like laying there, just like,
Dude, Jesus.
Because Cole was like what, 24 or some shit?
He was like 22.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Cole was, and he would
Young buck.
Cole was still pretty powerful now. He can still fuck somebody up.
Obviously, yeah, now.
Yeah, he's like in his 30s.
I'm not discounting him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, he got plenty buck left in him. I was gonna say, do not get that shit twisted. Yeah. Plenty of that.
But yeah, it was just, that shit was crazy. That was one of the points. That was when I was on vacation. And during this time period, across the street.
Where were you?
I was in
Which vacation was
New
this?
York.
Okay, baller.
So, my grandfather, rest in peace.
Kinda.
It's the only one I ever really had.
Yeah.
So, yeah. During this, when this happened, our across the street neighbors were going crazy.
They were brawling each other.
Yeah. Fucking drugs involved.
Right. Steroids.
A lot of steroids.
Good old Southern Knot.
In that prison.
Southern Knot.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's what that shit
was. Ever felt the Southern Knot?
A lot of
wailing on your wife.
Yeah, just beating the shit out
going in.
But nah, that shit was a crazy time. And then we come back, and then some years go on. You know, they're still. Dude, they have all these family traditions for like 20 years. Like we'd have Christmas parties, 4th of July parties, and shit. One of their lake house.
Block parties
Whose lake
and
house?
shit.
I can't.
Your
See,
neighbors.
white people don't call them block parties.
So our neighbor has a family name.
No, dude, it's a grill. It's a cookout.
So at the end of this end of this road we live in.
Don't contaminate our fucking podcast with your bullshit. Alright? Everyone listens to it. We know what I've been to your block parties.
Oh, shit.
Don't do this.
Oh,
This wasn't. Nah, this is just straight up redneck.
I love the
drunkenness.
Mac. Don't do this to me.
Don't do this to me, man. Don't do
This is just redneck drunkenness. That's
Nah, I
going on.
will say though, both of those cultures have like straight up kind of like died out. It seems.
Yeah.
You got block parties, everyone's killing each other, and then the white trash cookouts. Everyone is like on opiates and
Yeah, they're
doesn't have
just
an
dogged the
appetite
fuck
anymore.
out.
Yeah, that's what's happened to those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shameful.
It is.
So
man.
what's funny about this time period too is my dad. The reason he only drinks Mexican beer, I think
You adopted it, I'm sure.
I adopted it. I don't think I'm allergic to green hops, or I think it's brown hops that are in like Bud Light, Anheuser-Busch.
You
and
be
stuff like
farting too much off of the bankies, huh? You be farting off the bankies.
that. I might be farting off the. I'm drinking one right now. I might fart now, bro. Again with a
Thinking about that.
And
boy,
we'll-
fucking
off the
fart,
banky.
boy.
hit him with a little toot.
Yep.
But nah, with a. But nah, my dad was for some reason everybody was drinking Bud Lights.
Yeah.
So my dad was just like, screw it, I'm gonna try these Bud Lights, knowing he was allergic to the hops in it.
Did you get like a crazy allergic reaction?
No, he would just always be like throwing up. He's like, it's from the heat.
Hell no,
It's
bro.
from the heat.
Oh shit.
And I'm just like, dude, you just drink some different beer.
Stop doing it.
Like 12-year-old me was like, drink Corona again. He was like, nah.
No.
I need to fit it. Dude, peer pressure obviously goes throughout life or something.
From a fucking 12-year-old?
Yeah.
So
Well, not a 12-year-old, just like being like 40-something to be like, oh, everyone's drinking something different than me. This isn't right.
Yeah.
So let me drop some lore. My dad went to school with Darius Rucker in elementary school.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Before, you know.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
Before Hootie and the Blowfish. Way before Hootie and the Blowfish.
How's that?
My dad just has faint memories that.
Yeah, it was fucking elementary school.
Darius was
only memories they'd have is just like playing dodgeball.
See,
or
I'm playing
something.
like high school shit.
My
Yeah,
dad was
no,
saying
I started
Darius was
school.
doing like talent shows and stuff like that. It's like singing at talent shows and winning the talent shows.
What a faggot.
Alright, dude, you gotta think about it's like the 70s and shit, so like once this little black kid hits the stage, there's like, who the fuck let him up there?
Yeah, dude. Fucking get him out of here.
Now he's just a well-known country star / rock star.
Like, bruh.
I cannot have this!
So in 2009 or 10, he came out with this song "Wagon."
Your dad
Wagon
is
Wheel.
throwing papers, just, boo!
Yeah, dude.
Boo!
My dog will not shoot the same like as him.
So I want to say 2011, he came out with a song, "Wagon Wheel."
He didn't come out with it. He covered it.
Okay, so
Wagon Wheel was like an amalgamation of like a bunch of different songs from the 30s.
So my dad was just bumping.
But
the shit
anyways,
out of it.
not to get all historical on that, your dad was just like, "Oh fuck!"
He was bumping the shit out of it in his F-150
I know him.
he hated.
That's
Wow.
a friend of mine.
Wow.
Yeah, he was
Does
like,
that.
I know him. He wasn't name dropping like that. He was just like, this is sick. Just like off the fucking Bud Lights, just driving back.
Oh, I
to
bet he
his...
got drunk as fuck that night. I bet he had that shit on repeat.
Oh, he would be. It was always on repeat.
Just wagon. I would get
Windows
sick of
Wheel.
Wagon Wheel. It
I
was
would-
already a popular
but
song
that-
to begin with.
But that's how you know though, your dad is a real ass nigga though. Like real shit. Like I ain't talked to bro in years. Oh fuck.
Oh.
Bro making music? #1 fan right there. That's real. I can say, get you homies like that.
Did he know
Yeah.
he was Hootie and the Blowfish?
Yeah.
Did he jam Hootie?
Yeah, he knew Hootie and the Blowfish way
Okay,
before
yeah,
that.
see, he was always supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah, he always fucked with Hootie and the Blowfish.
He was a real one, bro.
Yeah,
A
so
real one.
he was bumping that because it was part of that country music era.
Mm-hmm.
My parents would just also...
Not to mention, he's also like a black conservative.
They never got into like that boom clap hey bullshit.
No, I'm glad they didn't.
The Lumineers and shit like that.
This was shit they were
young.
listening to. They're
There's a
listening...
fire ringer.
The motherfuckers were listening to Blake Shelton, fucking Florida Georgia Line, Zach Brown Band, shit like that. And then everybody else was just bumping that shit. They also, I forgot, this was
My
the
parents
funniest
were
part.
listening to that at that point in time too.
What, that boom clap hey?
No. Well, not really.
Nobody around here was bumping that boom clap, bro.
Yeah, this ain't Seattle, man.
We are young.
Ho!
The fire in
Hey!
our hearts.
Yeah.
Oh! Hey!
Damn.
So they had this thing called the Drunk Olympics that they would do in the neighborhood pool.
That's
They
sick.
would get drunk as shit off tequila, margaritas, and fucking Bud Lights.
What would the sports be?
Just trying to jump across floats and not fucking fall in the pool, and they all failed.
Jesus.
You
It
know,
was-
honestly, from like, yeah, sounds like a cool time. But I feel like if I was like their age and I was drinking at the pool, I would just like be on my chair and be like, "What a bunch of fucking retards!"
Yeah.
That's what I was doing. I was just like 12 years old, just like,
Oh, this is embarrassing.
why are a bunch of fat 50-year-olds doing this?
You know, it's bad when the autistic guy is like, "What the fuck are y'all doing?"
What the fuck is really going on? Like Jesus, just have an orgy already. Like,
Yeah,
fuck.
dude.
Yeah,
What is this? What is this fucked up foreplay?
Like,
Now, at the time, the patriarch of that family, the neighbor's family, is still alive. He was just chilling in his room, just like, y'all quit that drunk shit. You hear me?
what the fuck?
Bro was just born in the
He was
30s.
getting pissed about it.
He was born in the 30s, just like, y'all need to quit. He was also very racist. So, like,
There's
He
always
was
a catch.
traditional.
There's always.
That's all. He was traditional.
but he did.
Look, I don't hate them, but I don't want them mingling with me, and they don't want to mingle with me either. So we just keep it like that.
Oh shit.
So they there was a lot of times like the drunken people would just take him out to like the grocery store or whatever, and he
Why
would,
everyone gets hammered?
yeah, and he's just like
I don't even want to be here. I know what you're doing.
he's like no he's like why am I around these people? And it was just black people.
Jesus Christ.
And then I don't know. I'm gonna drop her name because she's kind of a dickhead. Fucking.
Before you drop this name, keep in mind, can legal action be taken against you if we make money off this?
Kelly.
Alright, so our
Yeah.
team actually just revised some things, and yes, like he just said, it's Kelly.
Yep,
It's
Kelly. Kelly. Did Kelly fuck someone?
No, so probably at the fucking gay bar in Augusta.
Well, I'm talking about this inner.
No,
circle.
no, this didn't happen. No, ew, no. But
I mean, shit, dude. I don't know. They might have been having
Yeah,
fun or
there's some
something.
shit in the circle.
so nah, bro. Like,
We keep pausing.
We keep having to revise things with our crew.
with
we
our
are back.
crew.
So
Yeah, the patriarch of this family goes to the gas station, and Kelly is there,
right.
and he goes, "What the fuck are you?" He just looks at her and goes, "What the fuck are you?"
He says that.
Yeah,
Jesus.
what the fuck are you, dude? And he goes, "Are you like a fag, or are you like, what are you?" That's what he said.
Are you?
And he
He has
goes,
no I mean, I can't blame him, bro. He's from the 30s. He has no rural South 30s.
Yeah.
He has no concept of what a trans is or
No.
what have you, dude.
He doesn't.
And
He
he
has
goes-
no idea.
So they fucking, he's just like, I'm homosexual, and he's like,
Oh, okay. What a good way to sum it up right there.
Yeah.
Just full drag.
And
May
he's
as
like,
well
okay. And he's just like, all right, I'm getting the fuck out of here. That's what he said. And my dad's just like sitting there with him, just like, God damn, dude, what the fuck?
be. I bet your dad felt bad for her.
My dad was just like, my dad was just laughing.
Because I will respect Kelly's pronouns because she was nice.
Okay, so
She
when they are
she was
nice,
never-
I will respect it.
She
was
wasn't
never
nice to
like-
me.
Oh, really?
Nah, there was different times I've came across
At your
her.
job, that's different, though.
No, that's not different, bro.
Tell it then.
Yeah, so
Was she directly rude, or was it the
No, she was
one that
direct-
she was fucking?
was directly rude. No, the one she was fucking was trying
At
to
this
fuck-
point, I'm surprised she's alive, because, like, trans people don't really have that long of a life
No,
expectancy
they
and
don't.
shit. And at this point, she was like, what, 50-something?
I mean, you can't put that type of strain on your body and expect to be okay. Not saying
Well, not
anything
even
or-
that.
you know
It's
what I'm
like,
saying?
not even the strain on the body. It was, like, literally hate crimes.
Jesus.
So-
Like, their life expectancy is that low because they'll just, like, encounter somebody that's just like, I fucking hate that! And will kill them. Or, like, diseases and shit, too. It's a whole bunch of fucked up shit that
Yeah.
goes into, like, the whole
By the way,
trans
I
thing.
love trans people, and all I'm saying is that you got to be built a little different to go through that process.
Yeah, you
It's
gotta
not
think
for
about
most
what you're
people.
doing.
Yeah.
You gotta
Nothing against trans people.
You gotta figure out what burdens you're
This
about to
particular
carry.
one was an ass.
You gotta figure out what burdens you're about to carry and shit before you transition.
So when I
Yeah.
was working at this undisclosed
It's not
place
all-
where all the locations are now closed.
Big Lots. It's fucking Big Lots, dude. You
Yeah.
don't work there anymore.
Well, I guess I can't get sued by them anymore
Yeah,
because they
dude.
don't exist.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
fucking Big Lots.
So I'm just chilling behind the counter, like this dude, this big fat guy she's with is just like looking at me, and then my manager just looks up and goes, "The big one thinks you're cute," and I was
Oh,
like,
God.
"Can I go take a break?" And she's
Oh
like,
yeah, Bryce always gets hit on by like gay people.
Really?
That's one of his curses.
I'm like,
Nice.
apparently, gay people like really
Apparently, gay people.
really like how I look. I wasn't gonna hit him with that, bro. I couldn't. Nah, but they come up to the register and he's just like looking at me, and apparently Kelly already knows that.
Oh,
That
so
dude-
Kelly was getting jealous.
Yeah, exactly. So I was just, they just pushed up, and I was just like grabbing a dollar bill from him, and she was like, "Why are you looking at me like this? Why are you grabbing the dollar like this? What are you homophobic? What are you, a homophobic piece of shit?" And then I'm just like, dude, I'm just taking your money. I was just like, I don't get,
To get to hit with immediate allegations.
Yeah, dude.
yeah. And I'm just like, nah, I'm just taking your money. And then my manager is just like, what's going on? What is going on?
What is going on?
And
What's happening?
and then and she goes, the way he took the dollar from me was just not right. It just wasn't right. And I was just like, dude, I meant nothing by it. And she was like, nah, you're a piece of shit. And I was just like, Jesus. What did I do? I did nothing. But it was clearly just jealousy.
I'll blow you right now. If I need to show it, I will blow you right now.
Yeah, dude.
I don't mean any disrespect.
But no, the one that thought I was cute just stuck around for a minute when she walked out and was like, I'm sorry.
Well, obviously, dude, he wanted to fuck your asshole.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm sorry. And then just walked out, and I was just like, what the fuck just
The one he
happened?
thought was cute. Backtrack.
And then my manager was like,
No, yeah, that's the whole story. The trans lady was banging this fat black guy, or not black guy.
that was a
just
fat white guy.
just a fat guy. No black people involved in this story.
No.
Jesus.
No,
But,
it was only whites.
So, yeah. The fat dude that was with the trans wanted to fuck Bryce, and the trans picked up on it and was like, oh, so you're a homophobic piece of shit by the way you took my dollar.
And I was like, I didn't take it any sort of way. I was just, I kind of might have took it fast because I was just uncomfortable that some fucking...
Well, obviously you picked up something on the air, dude. Doesn't mean you're homophobic. It just means you're
Yeah.
scared.
I was just uncomfortable because some 6'4" fat guy was just like
Some
wanting me.
6'4" fat guy who could take you if he wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time, especially. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was just,
you were a frail baby.
I was so frail, dude. I was like 150 pounds.
Yeah, that would literally have been your ass.
Yeah.
And then you got fucking Buffalo Bill, who wants to just like kill you now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. So like, if she's watching this, I had no.
But fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, fuck you for reacting like that, but I had no intentions to act homophobic.
Fuck you, bitch. You scared me when I was 8 years old and I didn't know what trans people were.
Oh,
Fuck
weak
you.
as fuck.
I was more like,
That's how long she's been around in this town, dude.
Jesus.
Dude, that's how long. The same
Jesus.
person who we're talking about, I saw when I was a child and was like, what is that?
Damn.
And then they get pissed off at Bryce because their partner wants to fuck them.
Nigga, okay.
that shit was crazy.
That's how we're living. That's
So,
how
yeah,
we're living,
that's how it's
dude.
going.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of don't fuck with her.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, it is what it is. It's just
We love trans people.
we love we love trans.
Look at my trans man over there.
Look at my
Isn't he beautiful?
look at my African trans over there.
Like, Jesus.
But nah, yeah, just it's crazy. They were obviously on drugs. Like you can
Oh,
tell
obviously.
they were fucking barred out or some
No
shit.
disrespect, but 9 times out of 10, when like somebody want to become trans, they on meth or some shit.
No,
like
I
that.
was gonna say
They looked like they were
methed
methed out.
like a big popular drug in the gay community and shit like that is meth.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
And I mean, y'all can sit right here and y'all can buy, oh, well, he's being stereotypical, all that other shit.
No.
Well,
I
go ahead and
will
tell you,
literally
yeah.
speak from like family experience.
Yeah, like
Meth has corrupted the gay community bad.
Nah, this is just meth anger that
Yeah.
happened. I did nothing homophobic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my manager was like, "What the fuck did you say to her?" And I was like, "I had run the
Yeah,
camera."
the fact that everyone was like, "What was that?" except for Kelly.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody was like, "What the fuck was that about?" And I was like, "Nothing." And then my manager was just like, "Yeah, she's kind of on some bullshit, anyways." And she was like, "I think her name's Kelly." And I was like, I didn't realize who it was.
And
until
then
she said
synced
the
in
name.
right there.
And I was like, "Whoa.
Holy shit, I've seen her all my life.
I've seen her since I was like 7.
Oh, we just
Because she used to work at the Circle K by my house.
Word.
Shit was fucking crazy.
Because like, she said, because me and, Chris, not Bryce's dad, but my dad,
Yeah.
we were up at the Circle K when she was working there. I was like I said, like 7. I was young. I was young enough to hide behind my stepdad at this point.
Yeah.
Because when I saw her, she like said something to me, and I, like, not even being mean or anything, dude. I just didn't know what I was looking at, and it like straight up scared me. So I hid behind Chris, and they just like they both shared a laugh and stuff. And then when we got out into the parking lot, I was like, "So what was that?" And Chris was like, "You'll understand when you're older." Yeah, let them figure that out on their own.
You
and like my
reading me?
parents, that I was always open to gay people and stuff. Like I had an Uncle Tom who was gay. My Aunt Fan was gay and stuff.
Yeah.
So I've always been around it as a child. I was like
yeah.
immediately accepting and stuff. But it was presented to me organically. It wasn't like my mom was just like, "Oh shit, drag queens are at the library? Get in the car!"
Yeah. Yeah. Get in the car now!
It wasn't no shit like that, you know?
No, I have cousins from my other part of my family.
Yeah, my cousin's
Give
gay.
a little toasting.
I have cousins from other part of my family that are lesbian, and
Yeah,
I
y'all know
fucking,
Maya, my dog, you know.
Yeah,
I fucking love them, bro.
we love gay people on the show.
We love gay people.
Don't get shit twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Just be fucking...
Open-minded, please, for the love of
Well,
God.
no, just be normal.
Yeah.
All I'm asking is don't
Stop
be.
being so strange.
All I'm asking is don't be an asshole and don't be a pedophile. That's literally not hard to ask.
Yeah.
That's literally... We don't do that.
We don't do that, bro. What?
My
So-
shit.
Yeah,
It's an easy thing.
a lot of gay people are cool, but
The general populace, yeah, obviously.
yeah,
If anyone feels some type of way about what we're saying right now, they're the problem.
yeah.
There's a dislike button.
Yeah.
Hit the dislike, brother. But nah,
So, midlife crisis. That's the
Oh, no,
topic
we-
of today's episode.
we wrapped that
We're
up.
still there, are we?
No,
we
we're
already-
still there.
we already
Your
wrapped.
dad took that fucking 30s guy to the gas station, and we started ripping on trans people.
Oh yeah. So we kind of wrapped that part up because
There's no conclusion. There's obviously a conclusion.
I think okay. So the conclusion was my parents went tubing down the river one time. This is the conclusion of my dad drinking Bud Lights.
Okay.
He was drinking so many Bud Lights that our mutual family friends that weren't a part of this group had a house on the river, grandparents' house on the river, and they walk up there with their tubes, and my dad's just throwing up on the entire fucking staircase, just like, it's the heat. It's the heat. It's the
Someone's
heat.
just saying it's the heat.
And then he gets home and he was like, yo, I think it's the beer.
Hey, that's how you know somebody hungover. That right there, it's the heat.
It's the heat.
I say it every time I'm hungover.
Because
It's
my
just the
dad,
heat.
my dad was dead ass only drinking like it was probably a good amount of beers, but it's not something he would throw up off of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Coronas, he wouldn't have threw up off that quantity.
It was like 8 beers or some shit.
Yeah, it was fucking Bud Lights. So
Yeah.
like he was just getting mad allergic reactions to them, and now he just drinks Modelo and Coronas like every few times a year. He doesn't drink much
He
at all.
doesn't really
anymore.
get hammered like that anymore.
No, he just says he's a sober man for the most part.
Just cigarettes.
Yeah.
He used to come home and just like grab a handle, a fireball, and just down it.
Oh,
After
he'll-
like a long day of work.
He'll still drink liquor sometimes. Like, if he had a long day of work. I don't know if you watched him chug that fireball out of the fucking bottle.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. He was just like...
Yeah, he was pounding it. Like it was like a jug of water or something.
Yeah, and he was just like... And he just puts it down and he goes, yeah.
Yeah.
When my dad's drunk...
That's what he does,
That
dude.
smell of like our flour, it contaminated my Zen pouch and it tasted like flour.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It's just
Yummy,
like,
yummy.
Yeah, dude. I just spit that bitch out.
So, well, it's kind of fucked up.
It
My dad
contaminated
gets-
all your zins.
No, it was just that when I was just now had in my mouth, like when I was hitting that shit, like it just increasingly was like changing like the taste. I was like, that's unique.
So when my dad gets fucked up in public, this is funny. He'll just randomly just start talking about his life or just be a racist at Mexican restaurants.
He starts reminiscing or he's racist. He's a purebred patriot. Purebred American.
1776 right there, dude.
Yeah, bro, like
Mom's apple pie.
Or he's racist at Mexican restaurants.
real shit. Real
So
shit.
like, he'll be doing that yeah shit because he got that from Regular Show.
Yeah.
When I was watching Regular Show, he just goes yeah.
Dude, Jesus.
Yeah, dude.
He's cultured.
And
He's
every time we
chill.
go to a Mexican restaurant like Medina's or some shit, he goes, it's El Fivo somewhere.
It's El Fivo somewhere, like, dude.
And he'll just be drinking like a fucking large ass Texas margarita.
Jesus.
It's like, God damn it. It is L50 somewhere, bro.
Yeah, it sure the fuck is.
And they're playing Selena at fucking Medina's. And he goes, that's the Salinas.
Listen, bro.
That's the Salinas.
We need to have a good night one night. Me, you, Anton, Cole, and your dad.
That would be a great
Mexican restaurant. Lobos.
That'd be fun.
Let's tear up Lobos, bro.
That'd be fucking great. That'd be a great time, I feel like. Gotta make that shit happen.
No.
Like, dead ass.
Yeah.
time. We gotta let my mom go too.
No. We need to bro out.
Yeah, bro.
Guys night.
Guys night.
night.
Whoa.
What? Your dad? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It needs to happen, dude.
It would be great.
That shit,
fucking
I'm
amazing.
actually down. Let's do this. Let's fucking do it, bro. Let's pod this night. Gotta get my pops on the pod.
Yeah, we gotta start getting them unks on, man.
Yeah, your fucking girlfriend's uncle?
Yes.
He needs to get on the show.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Fucking. Yeah, that's pretty much what he does. He just goes crazy. There was one time he
He
butt
just
dialed
goes
me.
crazy.
He
Pretty much what he does.
butt dialed me while he was in like Washington D.C. or some shit with his union buddies. He was clearly like drinking and smoking cigars.
Obviously inebriated.
Yeah, and he goes, "You know the Smithsonian? My name is in that motherfucker."
Jesus Christ.
Because he
man.
he built one of the Smithsonians and he welded his
Oh,
name
yeah?
into it.
No shit.
Okay, that's actually sick
really
as fuck.
fucking
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, I would get drunk as fuck and think about that shit too.
And his
Yeah.
name's also on a builder's plaque.
Oh, that's sick.
Dude.
Yeah. He's lived,
Dude,
man.
obviously I would call my son and be like, you fucking love history, right?
Yeah, like you're into that shit, right?
The Smithsonian, I just fucking built it! I'm a man, motherfucker!
No, this is what he did. He goes,
That's what I would do, dude. What the
he goes,
fuck?
my name was in that motherfucker.
Like,
And I was like, showed it to my mom, and he just called my dad, and he was like, hello. and she was like, what are you doing? He was like, just chilling at the hotel.
Switches it up
I'm
totally.
gonna say whole character switch, bro. Like,
And my mom was just like, what are you talking about with my Smithsonian? My name's in that motherfucker. He was like, oh, but Lowry. She was like, no, you butt dog.
That's funny. The fact that he Dude, he was obviously riffing to his bros.
I was gonna say
He was riffing to
like,
his fucking
he was actually
bros.
just vibing after a shift, like, bruh, and yeah, y'all just caught him. Damn,
That's funny.
Yeah.
This was at a business meeting, I think. A business conference.
Oh, business meeting.
Yeah. Every one of these business
Dude,
conferences.
you put up quotes like you're onto something, but like the union meetings and stuff, they'll just straight up meet in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, they're getting turned.
Yeah, it's party
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
bro.
what the fuck?
This is union we're talking
Dude,
about. They don't
when I
give a
was-
fuck.
Yeah.
It's not corporate.
Las Vegas was
folks.
lit. That was the closest I felt like I was in Sopranos ever.
Jesus.
Because all these union workers are just shaking their hands all stern.
It's all like Italian people.
There's a
from
lot
Chicago
of Italians
and
in
shit.
suits.
Because it's the union. Like
Oh.
Bryce's dad, like, is in the sheet metal union and shit. When they get to all these conventions and stuff, it's like literally all the unions from like New York City and shit like that. So
Well,
it is
damn.
like literally a lot of connected people up there.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, that's
There
pretty
was
sweet,
this.
man.
There was this one
cool.
fat Italian guy in Chicago that looked like Steve Sharipa, fucking Bobby Bacala from Sopranos.
Yeah.
And he just shook my dad's hand and was like, "Welcome to my city.
That's it. Yeah,
I'd like to welcome you to my city,
he gave
Chris."
her that pass. Yeah, that's what that was.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
He was
all those
checking bro
videos of,
in.
like,
He was checking bro in.
all those like gangsters and shit in like LA and stuff, they're like, oh no, y'all need to check in.
You don't know
That does
shit.
not apply.
Yeah, not with these fellas. Not with these guys.
That shit was crazy. And I met some guy in New York, and he was like smoking a cigar. He looked like fucking. He looked like Frank Vincent. He looked like the dude from Sopranos. The other dude from Sopranos. Fucking. Okay, the guy from Goodfellas, Billy Batts. He looked like the guy that played Billy Batts in Goodfellas.
Okay, word.
And he was like, "I'm from New York. What casinos do you like around here so far, Bryce?" And I'm like, I like the Bellagio and he's like, the Bellagio's nice. I like the Bellagio, the Cosmopolitan. And he's,
Sounds
just,
like a good guy.
and he's wearing like this striped
Like a
golf
good
shirt,
guy.
busted open with chest hair.
Oh yeah.
He just looked like Frank Vincent, Finn.
You talking about Phil Leotardo?
Yeah, he looked like Phil Leotardo. He looked, he was like, he was short and everything. And he was like, "Let me tell you, Bryce, you gotta go to the Cosmopolitan, the area. That shit's so nice. I went to the strip bar around here."
He was in New York.
He was from New York. He was like, the pussy is just so nice around here.
Oh, dude, he was fucking crazy, dude. Dude, he was probably fucking like 20-year-olds, bro.
Oh,
He was fucking.
Oh, dude, they got
Angels, bro.
that money, bro.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Shit, money talk, bro.
There's
Hey.
this lesbian lady that I love. She's awesome. Named Jan. She was from Georgia local. She's awesome. I love her. She was putting so many fucking hundreds into the slot machine, and me and my mom were just standing beside her, just like, "Yo, you should like put this on the table or something."
Yeah,
And
dude.
she just within 10 seconds lost $300.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
And then and she just goes, "Fuck it," and just puts like 400 more in.
Why?
And we were like, "No," and she was like, just smacking the fucking lever, just smacking the shit out of the lever.
Dude, Dawson, on that steak shit, he was talking to Bruce about it. But
Oh, I'm good. I'm toasted. I ain't gonna lie to you.
put the bitch out then. I'm fucking fried too.
Yeah, I'm
Jesus
toasted,
Christ.
bro.
Jesus Christ, I'm high as fuck.
Dude, I'm fucking serious, bro. Bro,
Where am I?
where am I? Jesus.
Like, brother, chill. You're on I-20.
Yeah, bro.
You're on I-20. Chill.
Chill, brother.
We're not even at Columbia yet, dude. We're not even in Lexington yet.
Yeah, right.
Brother, you're in your Mustang. You're driving. Oh, I'm driving. Oh,
Where am I? But what the fuck was I talking about? Yeah, so Dawson on that website Stake, the gambling site Stake.
Yeah.
By the way, this episode is sponsored by Stake. If you want to get
Dude, we
big
just get
money
sued by Stake.
Hell no! How can they sue us, dude? They're like operating illegally.
Oh, okay.
Feds are on their shit right now.
Now we're gonna get sued by Stake. After you said that, we're getting sued by Stake.
Dude, I got Jews on deck. I don't give a fuck. But anyways,
Now we're getting
Love our
sued by Jews. Now we're getting sued.
I want them to come for me.
Some Israelites just watching this, just like, how fucking dare these people?
Come on, gloves off, motherfucker. Gloves are off. So Dawson like put in like $2 into this shit.
Okay.
$3,000.
What?
$3,000 off of what was he
Stake?
playing, like roulette or some shit?
Yeah. You said something, I don't know. Might have been blackjack.
I think it was blackjack. But yeah, he cashed out crazy, so there's something to there. Before feds do a sweep. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Nah, Stake's fine. They're not getting swept. They're not getting swept. They're legitimate.
It is all jokes.
Yeah, we're just joshing. It's a comedy podcast.
Comedy podcast.
We're getting back into the jokes. The last couple episodes, it was just like mad political.
Yeah, dude. Our last couple episodes were like, holy
What the fuck is going on?
What the fuck's going on with the world, dude?
Now we're just talking about ourselves again.
Yep.
We were on some Tim Dillon shit. Fucking talk. We weren't talking about no Lori Lightfoot or nothing like that. But
No, she's... I wish we were able to, but now she's just a professor. So we can't really
Tim
dog
Dillon
her
kind of
anymore.
already covered what all she was doing.
Yeah. Great speaker.
Great speaker. I love the way Matt Gaetz is going right now. He just went to become the Attorney General, and then he just went to a hotel room in Florida doing cameos
Yep.
after dropping out.
I think Mossad had something to do with it because he was like speaking out against the Israeli government and shit like that, and lobbyists and shit. And then he was obviously compromised, but he took the biggest risk and was just like, I'm gonna speak out. And then there's like, oh, boom, here's you fucking a 16-year-old. It's like,
I can't be Attorney General no more.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
It wasn't alleged. It's Matt fucking Gaetz.
Yeah, it happened. It happened. He's not Attorney General anymore.
I'm not saying allegedly for Matt Gaetz. I'm
True.
not doing that.
Fairs. You ever think about like, it was like a serious problem like back in like the 1800s and like the 1920s and shit like that, dude.
Right?
Whatever happened to spontaneous combustion?
Oh, dude, we like, I'm not gonna say our diet's better, but I mean, I think we cut out a lot of whatever the fuck was doing it. I feel like we were
Like
eating
what? Straight sulfur?
Yeah, like straight like sulfur
steak?
like starch and shit like that, like fucking yeast and shit. Like,
I don't know. Yeast is still going pretty strong.
So
We're sipping yeast right now, yeah.
So what exactly is spontaneous combustion?
nigga might have to fart, and next thing you know, your intestines on fire. I don't know, some shit
Like
like
literally like spontaneous combustion. Like I got a book on it, and like people
that. Was that a good description?
will just like essentially, yeah. Like they'll just like be chilling, and then out of nowhere they'll just like burst into flames. Like their body temperature will like reach such high amounts that they just like literally burst into flames.
Jesus Christ, that happened?
Have you not seen that picture of that old lady, like, apartment?
Just
bro?
her legs.
It's just her fucking legs. It's just
Everything
like
else, nothing has been touched in the
Like
apartment.
the recliner all
It's
burned
literally
up and shit, but everything
the
else
walls
is,
are fine.
Yeah.
Like books are there and everything.
But it's just her fucking legs. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Whatever happened to that?
I don't know. That picture was
I'm glad
on the
that's not
internet
around
for a while.
anymore. Or not very prevalent, because Jesus Christ.
Hey,
that
let's
sounds-
bring that shit back.
Yeah, I was about to say, some crazy memes could be made out of that shit.
I'm sure people were like casting spells.
Niggas got me for my phones.
Yes, dude. Imagine spontaneous combusting in your phones.
Like, damn.
Like, bro, your foams are just untouched.
Yeah.
At least the foams are untouched.
True.
Bro, you just got the weatherman foams.
Oh, shit.
The weatherman foams.
It's like a different forecast on the shoe. You just don't give a fuck. It's like, that's strange.
That's, huh?
Combust.
Yeah.
Alright, damn, what's this meteorologist talking about?
Anton's got a daughter. We found that out.
Got a daughter.
Yep.
Daughter.
Last
Got a
episode
daughter.
we thought it was going to be a boy,
Yeah.
but
Yep. Yep, we're back with it now, and I'm here to tell you, you filthy fat fucks, I'm having a daughter. That's right, you sick motherfuckers. Anton's having a baby girl.
you're never going to see her on camera.
Never.
We're not posting her.
Never.
We're not posting her ever.
But she will be well protected.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll find out eventually.
Yeah.
If you touch our niece, we'll fucking kill you, dude. We'll fucking murder you.
Have you ever seen when Evil Lurks?
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
the dog. That
Yeah,
baby's
dude.
yours if you fuck with mine.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna fuck your baby up. If you come at Anton's baby, we're gonna come to your house, walk right past you and your wife, and fucking pummel the shit out of your baby, dude. I don't give a fuck if he's like 6.
And if you
I'm gonna just walk in there, Doc Martin, straight to face.
just
Doc to face.
decimating shit.
Yep. Fuck him, dude. Fuck your dumbass child if you come this way at ours, alright? That's how we're leaving it. That's what I'm saying to you right now,
Right fucking now.
alright?
Pieces of shit. Thank you.
But that's only if you do
Fucking-
anything to us.
Yeah. We love you, but
We love
Yeah.
you, but fuck you.
yeah.